Hey everybody, how you doing today? I got a quick video here. I picked up one of these jungle blisters. I'm going to put it in this case here in a little bit. And here's what it looks like. I don't have a jungle blister. I didn't notice this. Look at that, it's coming off there. It's lifting up a little bit. Because these things are old and the glue separates. I didn't know it was separating down there until I took a quick look at it. Yeah. Anyway, I got a bunch of jungle packs, but I don't have any blisters. So I wanted to pick up a blister. And I did, because prices on those came down a little bit. Here's what I paid for it. $245. And a while ago, you couldn't find these under $300, so they came down a little bit. You almost feel like experimenting on that and putting some glue there and some maybe what's it called? That kids glue, the glue stick glue. Maybe we'll try a little bit of glue stick glue on there. I don't know. You know, like you try to mess with these things and you're liable to screw it up. Anyway, I mean, this does not look like it's been tampered with at all. You know, because people can weigh these packs and put a lightweight pack in a blister, but this does not look like it's been lifted up enough for somebody to be able to do that. So anyway, I picked up this, and I've been looking for some other blisters, but the prices are just extremely high for some of the ones I want to pick up. But I want to share a couple other things with you. Because, you know, I invest in Pokemon stuff, and I sell some of my Pokemon stuff on eBay, and I sell some other stuff on eBay. And eBay is such a bad company. They do so many, their policies are so, I think it's probably the most hated company in the world. And I've shared this stuff with you before. I'm going to share it with you again, and I'm going to tell you one more new thing that they just started doing, okay? So here is my eBay, one of my eBay accounts. I sold something for like $900. There's item price there is $900. See it? Here's how rotten eBay is. So they charge tax and shipping, and it comes to a total of $1,052. And look what they do. They charge 13% on the total, which means they are charging me selling fees on sales tax. They are still doing it. And it gets worse. Check this out. This is one of my newer accounts on eBay. I got a couple accounts. They're holding your money now. I sold a couple things. There's one of them. And they're holding multiple items. There's 4 items that I've sold for a total of $1,800. And they're holding my money for a month. That is ridiculous. I have 100% feedback. I've never had anybody complain, never had any returns, and they're putting my money on hold for a whole month. And I call them up and complain because that is just ridiculous. And they're like, you know, you talk to somebody that's in another country, they're reading off the screen, they apologize, and they just read off their computer screen stating their stupid eBay asshole policies. Like, for instance, oh, you're selling expensive stuff, so we're holding your money for a month. That's what they told me. Like, first they said anything over $1,000. Well, I sold like, one thing was over $1,000, one was right at $1,000, and all the other items were under $1,000. One was only a couple $100. They held that up too. So they're total full of shit. You know, eBay is, you know, the worst company in the world in my opinion, but we're forced to use them because if you go to Mercari, okay, and try to sell some stuff on Mercari, yeah, you're going to sell it, but the traffic there is like a couple percent of what eBay is. And Mercari, they'll do things like, they'll show stuff for sale, and then they'll show stuff right next to it that's already sold. Like, I don't want to see, when I do a search, all the sold listings. If I want to see the search of sold information, I will choose that, like you can do on eBay. And on Mercari, at least the last time I was there months ago, just to check a few things, they were still showing what they sold. Because you know why they're doing that? Because they don't have enough for sale stuff. If you go to Mercari and you go search for something, now Pokemon is huge, okay? So you're going to see Pokemon stuff on there. But say you want to search for something else, okay? Like some electronic item, like a high-tech item, you know? And there'll only be one or two or zero. So if they put sold stuff on there, their search just look more busy, more populated. That's why they do it. Because if they took out their stuff that was sold, there'd be hardly anything in the search. And that would like make people think like, well, heck, I'm not going to sell stuff on here because there's nothing here. There's nobody selling and no buyers. So they do that to make it look like they have more traffic. Okay. So in Mercari, they charge 10%. So you're going to save like maybe 2%. You know, I've bought stuff off of Mercari. I've not sold anything off of Mercari, but I did some research and they said it was 10%. But it could even be more than that. Just like eBay hides their fees. eBay used to be 10%, then they raised it to 12%. Now it's 13.5%, and they charge fees on selling items, on the taxes too. That's ridiculous. Imagine if you had a Corvette or a Ferrari or something, you sold it on eBay. Say you sold a Corvette for $100,000, okay? And say you live in a state that charges 10% tax. $100,000, tax on $100,000 is $10,000. They're going to charge you selling fees on that $10,000 of taxes. So 13.5% on $10,000 is $1,300. They're going to pocket $1,300, and that's why they do it. Because it might not be much for me on each little sale, but you add it up, and they're just raking in the money. You know. Anyway, I've beat this horse to death. I'm just going to let you go. Have a good day. I just want to show you a couple things how bad eBay is, which you have to deal with if you're investing into Pokemon. Eventually, you're going to have to sell. You know, you don't have to, but eventually you might want to sell some stuff. So you get to deal with these asshole eBay companies and how they are. So be aware. Maybe they'll change their policy. They should have their asses sued over charging fees on sales tax. I'm waiting for somebody to sue their asses, and then everybody that sold anything in the past 10 years would be getting a refund. You know, that's what should happen. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.